It is very interesting to watch how the entire modern narrative around Israel, the occupation, the resistance, the liberation movement, all falls apart the moment you look at one date. And that's exactly what we are doing today. Shalom everyone, I'm Igal, your host, and this is Middle East in less than 5 minutes. This episode is going to be a bit more loaded, because the history here has been buried under 60 years of propaganda. Arafat, the Egypt's expert to the Middle East conflict. Let's start with the man who branded himself the father of the Palestinian people, Yasser Arafat. Born in Cairo in 1929, not Jerusalem, not Bethlehem, not Hebron, not Palestine. An Egyptian-born Arab nationalist who parachuted into the conflict and reinvented himself as a native Palestinian freedom fighter. And it gets even more absurd. Arafat used to claim he was a direct descendant of the Prophet Muhammad, the Quraysh tribe, to boost his Islamic legitimacy. So while activists today scream Jews are colonizers, the man leading the movement literally claimed ancestry from Arabia. If ancestry equals indigeneity, Arafat himself admitted he is an Arab colonizer, not a native anything. And behind the costume, Arafat wasn't some grassroots hero. He was a Cold War asset. Declassified KGB files show that he was recruited in the 60s, trained in Moscow, briefed regularly by Soviet handlers, and shaped by Soviet intelligence to turn the Arab-Israeli conflict into an international anti-West, anti-Israel crusade. Arafat was less Che Guevara and more KGB franchise owner. The date that blows up the whole narrative, 1964. Here's a bombshell. The PLO was founded in 1964, 3 years before the Six-Day War. Before Israel controlled Gaza, Egypt controlled it, the West Bank, Jordan controlled it, East Jerusalem, Jordan controlled it, and the Golan Heights, Syria controlled it. So let's ask the obvious question. What exactly was the PLO liberating in 1964? It was not Gaza, it was not the West Bank, it was not East Jerusalem. The only thing left to liberate was Israel itself, and the PLO said it openly. What the PLO actually wanted, and still wants. Let's read it from their own founding documents, not Twitter activists, not campus protesters, not TikTok historians. The PLO 1964 Charter explicitly states Palestine with the boundaries it had during the British Mandate as an indivisible territorial unit. Translation: all of Israel. Armed struggle in the way to liberate Palestine. Translation: no peace, no coexistence, only violence. Jews of foreign origin are not considered Palestinians. Translation: Jews have no rights here, even if they lived here for 3,000 years. Zionism is a colonialist movement that must be destroyed. Translation: erase Israel entirely. And if anyone still doubts their intention, maps used by the PLO from the 60s through today show one state, Palestine, covering the entire land, with Israel wiped off the land. No borders, not 67 lines, erasure. That was the goal when the PLO was created, and for many factions still is. Now let's jump ahead to 1967. Arab armies encircle Israel. Egypt, Jordan, Syria, all promising annihilation. This wasn't rhetoric, it was explicit. Egypt's Nasser said our arm is the destruction of Israel. Syria shelled Israel farms from the Golan for years. Jordan allowed constant attacks from the West Bank. Egypt backed Fedayeen, infiltrated Israel non-stop. Israel won the Six-Day War because it had to, not because it wanted land, because it wanted to survive. Israel took Gaza to stop Fedayeen terror, West Bank to stop Jordanian-backed attacks, Golan Heights to stop Syrian shelling, territories taken defensively after being attacked. The PLO responded with no peace, but more terror, because for them 1967 wasn't the cause of the conflict. It was another opportunity to advance the original mission, erase Israel. The lie exposed. So let's put the pieces together. The PLO was founded before any occupation existed. Arafat was Egyptian, claimed to be descendant from Muhammad, and was groomed by the KGB, the perfect combination of Arab imperialism and Soviet propaganda. The PLO charter didn't mention border or coexistence, only destruction of Israel. Israel took territories in 1967 as a matter of survival, not imperial expansion. The entire narrative that this conflict is about the 1967 occupation is a historical rewrite. The war against Israel started long before 1967, long before settlements, long before borders, and the PLO is the proof. Thanks for listening to Middle East in less than 5 minutes. I'm Igal, your host. Remember, you can't solve a conflict if you don't understand how it started. And the PLO didn't start as a liberation movement. It started as a destruction movement. Until next time, Shalom.